Hi everyone, please welcome to this special talk show of Tom TV. Ngasi miyam gi damakta special talk show gi damakta yamna very special personality sama miyam gi damakta puzduna lakchari. Ngasi miyam gi damakta ekhoina pujarak libasi a very special novelist and script writer ni ekhoi Manipur dagi hokhiba aduga hojikna ekhogi miram da leiduna ekhogi miyam gi damakta as a whole India gi damakta oina script writer oina miyam gi damakta seba tawriba ekhogi Manipur Lamdam Sidagi, Manipur gi Mapari, Mr. Debashish Irengbam Miyam gi damakta thamjari. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
So, when we really start, we would like to have your round of introduction.
Okay, so my name is Debashish Irengbam, and I've been working as a scriptwriter for the past 9 years now, and that includes writing episodes for Indian television shows such as Gumrah, Adalat, Ahat, Savdhan India.
Okay.
So I've been based in Bombay for the past 9 years, and I've also written 3 novels, Mimia Multiple, Tune for the Dead, and Charlie Next Door.
Okay.
And which were published by HarperCollins over the past 5 years. And yeah, it's been a pretty good journey so far of writing and creativity, and let's hope there's more in the future.
Yeah, it's really lovely and wonderful that you have been explored so much of good things in the field of different professionalism. As this is little delicate, I should say, and then this is a little different, which people have chosen as a career. So how do you have, opted this as a career?
I think it started when I was around 12 years old.
Okay.
So my father used to keep getting posted to different places.
Okay.
So I was in Rajasthan at the time, and I had read this book. It was the 3rd book of Harry Potter. It was called The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay.
And at that time, I was struggling with studies a bit and a little depressed over it. Because I wasn't doing well in the typical physics, chemistry, maths stream.
Okay.
I didn't have a very scientific bent of mind. So I was wondering what I will do with my life.
Okay.
But after reading that book as a kid, I was like, you know what? This is something that I would really want to do at some point in my life.
Okay.
So that was the day I started writing really short stories and paragraphs of summaries in my father's diaries.
Okay.
And that's how my journey started. I just kept trying to write more and more and more and more.
Okay.
And finally, after my 12th class, I applied for the English Honours course in Delhi University, Sri Venkateshwara College.
Okay.
Got admitted, and after completing my BA Honours in English, I actually did my MA in English as well.
Okay.
That was followed by a 1-year scriptwriting course, professional scriptwriting course from Film and Television Institute of India, FTI, Pune. And then
so how you have gone through with those contact with the TVs and those media groups?
It was a little unpredictable because when I came to Bombay, I had no contacts and I didn't have any godfather, as they say.
Okay.
But I just kept looking for opportunities, and my alumni network from FTI, they really helped because they would post opportunities. So I began as an assistant writer for scriptwriter. Like there was this film called Toonpur Ka Superhero. So it was the scriptwriter of that film, Ragi Bhatnagar. And they really liked my work. They promoted me to co-writer. And then while I was working on that, I got my first TV break, which was this action thriller called Arjun on Star Plus. That's how my TV writing started as well.
Okay, so like with that, you have started your journey.
I did.
So apart from that, like how is your, can you please highlight a little bit on your studies background?
Yeah, like I said, I did my 3-year BA Honours English from Delhi University, and I think I won the silver medal in my final exams. I mean, that's what my classmates told me.
How about your schooling?
My schooling happened across different states. Like I said, my father used to keep getting posted across different states. So it was Agra, Srinagar, Delhi, Pune, Kota.
Depends on the posting of your father.
Yes, yes.
So I wanted to come to your family background now so that we get to know better.
Yeah. So my dad's a retired army officer. And my mom, she was the principal of a school at one point of time. And I guess both of them are creative in their own ways. And I have a brother as well who's serving in the armed forces too.
How many siblings you got?
Just one, younger brother.
So what's your plan? Like as a profession, you have chosen this career. What's your plan? What do you see yourself for your next 5 to 10 years?
Honestly, I just see myself creating a line of works that I will be proud of in the future to come, and everybody who knows me and likes me will be proud of. So it doesn't just have to be films. It can be web series. In fact, I'm working on a Netflix series right now. And web series, films, books, and just just keep creating works and stories that I'm proud of. Which bring joy to me.
So that's really nice. And say supposing like if somebody wanted to actually wanted to train in this kind of script writing, or somebody wanted to help support, and what are the things you as per you, what are the qualities, what are the things has to be done to become a professional script writer?
It's not that if you don't do a course you can't become a scriptwriter, but if you do a course it becomes much easier because you know a lot of aspects.
Yeah, the professional's way also, aspects. The presentations.
Exactly, because it's very easy to see a film and say that and think that, oh, you know what, I can also write that. But when you actually start writing, you realize that it's actually a very technical craft as well.
Yes.
You can't just write whatever you want.
Yeah, that's what, because if you go through those national channel or national media and all, where you cannot just do whatever you feel like, whatever you want. The expression also, that has to be a little bit into, a little delicate to be more presentable in the society.
Yes.
So what you have prepared for that after you get the first contact with the TV shows and all. So what you actually focus and prepare for that?
See, every project, like whether it's a TV show or a film or a web series, comes with its own demands.
Okay.
So for instance, if you're writing for TV, it has to be of a fixed length, you cannot exceed that length.
Okay.
Like if it's 22 pages for a half an hour, if it's 15 to 22 pages for a half an hour episode, it has to be 15 to 22 pages, and deadlines are strict.
Okay.
So you can't just say that I'm not inspired or I'm not feeling creative, because the shoots depend on your deliveries.
Okay.
So TV really taught me how to adhere to deadlines.
Okay.
And and every genre is different, right? If you're writing comedy, if you're writing horror, if you're writing a drama, it will come with its own dramatic requirements. So you have to learn how to adapt.
Okay.
You can't just say that, oh, I don't want to write this thing, especially in the beginning of your career.
Okay.
Be open to
because there's a talent and then the skills only which you have to extract. But how do you maintain that? Say, as you have mentioned, that a thriller or a comedy or some romantic kind of scripts and all.
Yes.
So how do you create the ambience to make the moods to write on that?
You have to keep learning. Like if you're watching something, if you like something, for instance, if I'm writing a love story and there were films which I liked in the past, I would often revisit those films, to see what worked in them, So you have to be open to learning all the time. And you also have to maintain a certain touch of your own, because in the film and television industry, the mainstream industry, word of mouth is very important.
Okay.
So if you're working with one person today, if that one person really likes your work, he will recommend you to 2 more people. Those 2 more people will recommend you to 3 more people. And that's how your name spreads in the industry.
Okay.
So you have to take every
you have to popularize yourself also, so that you get all the, proper flow of your products.
Absolutely.
So as you have already mentioned clearly about what has to be done. So apart from that, if somebody has written something, if you happen to screen on that, so what according to you is the best script writer to carry, to have that potentialities or the qualities?
I think it's always good to have a good sense of humor and originality.
Okay.
Because one of the biggest mistakes that people make is that, that film worked or that show worked, so let me write something like that.
Okay.
You shouldn't do that. You should try to see what is that something new that you can bring to the table.
On creativities.
On creativities, yeah, exactly. So what is that distinguishes you from another writer? For instance, in a web series, you are in a writer's room, right?
Okay.
So you are with 3 more writers.
Yes.
So each one of those writers, if they are the same, there's really not going to be much difference between, then why do you need 4 writers?
Yeah.
It's because that you are bringing something new to the table that people are calling you for work. So you should always maintain that originality of your approach and your writing.
True.
And be open to learning, like I said, just if you see something good, learn from it. If you read something good, learn from it.
Yeah, true, exactly. Because we also can see many of the people, like, they do copy paste.
Yes.
And then some of them, they have been more commercialized, and the contents, the value, we don't able to digest on that. Yeah. So what normally you focus as a script writer, what you normally focus for the society when you write something, when you present something with your pen?
Yes.
So you are using your weapon as a pen. So what you really focus for the society as a script writer?
See, once you have mastered the technical aspects of the craft, you should then see what you're putting out into the world. Okay. Because a lot of times I've seen that people have good intentions. Like, for instance, the way they represent the Northeastern community or the way they represent, you know, the minority community.
Okay.
Especially when you're writing about sensitive topics, you have to have a very balanced and sensitive approach to it. And you need to often, you know, take second opinions and third opinions that this stuff that I'm writing, is it going to have a negative or a positive impact? So, and you should be very careful in those matters. So that's one thing that I feel we should all pay attention to, that what is it that you're portraying out there?
Okay.
Is it accurate? Is it sensitive? Is it sensible? And once you have that clarity of thought, then you can proceed with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really nice. So nice of you for that. And say if you wanted to open a market in our Manipur state, in our local market, so what can you suggest on that to create the market over here in our state? Because Bombay, like, it's very professional, where you get everything. You get a proper exposures, you get a proper platform.
Yes.
Whereas it cannot be compared with our poor, society here, being a small state, and then we don't have that exposures also. So what do you suggest to at least come up a little bit so that we can at least come into the national level?
I think we should aim for maximum exposure, because even in the Manipuri industry, I've seen a lot of talent. Like even when I'm in Bombay, which is most of the year, I go to YouTube and I watch not just the music videos, Tantha and everything. I also watch films on YouTube featuring those Manipuri star casts and our singers. And I think there's a treasure of talent here, which the country needs to see, You must have heard of this film called Village Rockstars.
Yes.
It was from Assam, and it went to the Oscars, and people got to know that, oh, you know what, this is also something which we can explore. People outside Assam, people outside Northeast.
Yeah.
So I feel like if we can aim for that exposure and to the outside world as well, so that people can know that, okay, you know what, there is this talent here, and we should explore it.
Okay.
Because I've actually met people who are so talented, not just in writing, in singing, but even generally, like creating stuff. I've seen a lot of talent here which should be exposed.
Well exposed.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So supposing like if we have a very talented professional over here, where they will not be easy to get the contacts through the big markets and all. For you, like, it's been blessed that you have got a proper contacts through them, like you got a proper exposures and all.
Yes.
So what would be your advice, how to get the kind of contact through this national level?
Sure. It depends on which stage are you in life. If you're studying right now and you want to pursue this as a career, then you should start researching into the good institutes in our country which provide specialization course in what you want to do. Life is not just about just engineering or medical. You should also see the streams which are out there, because often I've seen that people don't consider them as stable professions or professions which can give you money.
Yes.
But I feel like if that's your passion, try to explore to the maximum where you can get full exposure from. And not just for writing or for filmmaking, for music. See check out the festivals these days which are happening. Try to participate in them. Try to see events which are related to your passion, where you can go and participate and show people and grow from there. So I think the internet has really opened up a lot of doors. So even if you don't have direct physical access, look at the opportunities across India, across the world, where you can go and learn.
So they keep practicing their own skills and all, and then they should be actually, open their ears and eyes so that they get to,
research is very important.
Yes,
absolutely.
That's true. Yeah, so this is the most important thing which I should say, we should take the advice from the exposures, and also that they also can at least inspire through you, so that they can also have better, scope for the life and for their prospect. So, apart from that, you are also a novelist. So far, how much novel you have been published, and what are the, things which you have been spread in our country? So
far, I have 3 novels. So my first novel was Mimia Multiple, which I wrote while I was writing for television as well. So I would have deadlines, and even if I got like 1 hour a day or 2 hours a day free, I would write a little bit of that book. It didn't matter whether it was a page or a paragraph, I would just write every day. And I didn't know if I would even complete the book, let alone getting it published. But I kept at it because there was something about the story which stayed with me. So I would write a little bit, gradually. And I think after around 1.5 years or 2 years, I had a 355-page manuscript with me, Then I approached agents. So my agent Kanish Gupta from New Delhi.
Okay.
I just sent him like a synopsis of the book, a summary, and 3 sample chapters.
Okay.
And he called me after 2 hours only of my mail, and he said that I want to represent your book as an agent.
Okay.
So then we got offers from 6 publishers, big publishers, including HarperCollins. And we finally went with HarperCollins. And since then, I have a relationship with them of sorts, where my second book, Charlie Next Door, was also published by them. And my third one is Tuned for the Dead, which is a detective fiction novel, which I have co-written with Anshul Vijayvargiya.
Okay.
And this is my latest book, which came last year.
Okay, that's really nice. Thank you so much. We'll take a short commercial break.
Sure, sure.
Matang sida koi commercial break macham tang lozage. Please do stay tuned.
Hey Lola, nang phone yaw bra?
Yaw eh.
Lang jing mo kep kau ne, apang?
Ay kau tu le.
Manipur ahanba 24/7 service oiriba lamjing ba cab service namyam gi seva tawjari.
Manipur gi district sing amadi mapal lam sing loina na luhongba amadi atay thodok sing gi su discount pijari.
Kangla food product ti iram dong dia seng ma mahong. Yeng dio garlic mixer khatana tana kangla gi ano food item singi maho kangla bada ngauroi do kana bu leibu.
Kangla.
Welcome back after the break. Miyambo amuka hanataram nokcheri ngasi miyam gi damok takhone thamjari base novelist and script writer Mr. Debashish Ireng Bamni. Akhoi interview sigi makha tarak poina Debashish sigi ani khangjaningi se akhoi Debashish na sigi honor ko matam sida family dagi support or negative impact kumba akhoi side like any of the unwanted elements hagadra disturb tawkiba adugumba kari lebi hige.
I give family yam supportive ne, so I was very lucky in that respect, because whatever I wanted to do, they would always encourage me to do it. In fact, at the time when I chose English honors, all of my friends in Kota, Rajasthan, they were going for engineering. So the general perception was that engineering is the only thing to do if you have if you're even decently intelligent. But even at that time, they let me do English honors as my literature course. They let me do my MA English. And even when I wanted to go to FTI, they were perfectly supportive. And Bombay is a tough place. So after I finished my FTI degree, I went to Bombay. I didn't have work for 2 to 3 months. So it was tough. But then they kept supporting me, and that's what kept me going until I got my first job. So family support is very important.
Yeah, that's true. And so how is your entry to your that professional courses, and how long is the duration of that particular courses?
The scriptwriting course is 1 year in FTI, but I think now it's 2 or 3 years. I don't know what the recent update on that, but when I was there in 2010, it was 1 year. Yes.
So like you get to polish everything through your professional courses and all.
Yes.
With your inbuilt skills and all. So if a local guy, a Manipuri guy, if they wanted to pursue the courses and all, what are the criteria they are supposed to have to be, the part of that particular professional courses?
First of all, for FTI, there's the entrance exam, which happens across different states. And for script writing, the questions which I got were related to the craft, whether or not you can write a scene well, or whether or not you can write a story well, and questions about the Bollywood film industry, because the scriptwriting course is mostly about the mainstream Hindi film industry. So the films which you saw, and even like Hollywood questions, they were like, if you saw some good Hollywood films or Bollywood films, what did you like about it in terms of the writing, or what did you like about the
Preferably
writers?
through the arts and all.
Preferably through the arts and all, yeah. So you don't need to have any educational qualification for it. As long as you're a graduate, you can apply for it.
Okay, any normal graduate can apply?
Any stream.
Yeah, so
Yes.
they should be able to convince themselves through writing
Yes.
the presentations in a proper way so that you get the entry.
And learn how to write scenes, and because scene is not just he went there and she went there. It's about, like, there's a format behind
Okay.
writing a scene of a good scene, basically.
Okay.
So you should explore that, and you should also read up if there are any articles by people who have been to FTI or
Okay.
have given the exam,
Okay.
or you know anybody who's been from the institute and you want some
Okay.
help.
Okay.
You can always contact them on Facebook and ask
Okay.
for tips. So just
Okay.
reach out to people.
Okay, that's good. But when you say about the scenes and all, it's little technical. So like a layman, a person who has just finished the graduations and he has got the intention to do the courses and all, where he has got a passion. So what would be the suggestion that to cover up the technical views for making the scenes and all?
It's pretty simple. There are books actually on script
Okay.
writing. Nowadays, Amazon say you can order just about anything.
Okay.
So you can buy the books which tell you how to write a good screenplay.
Okay.
And online you get screenplays of film also, scripts.
Okay.
So for any film, like if it's a Hollywood film, for instance, if you want to read the script of Godfather or Titanic, you can just search for it on Google, and
Okay.
a lot of times the scripts are available. Read those scripts, read how those scripts have been structured, and see how the scenes are progressing.
Okay.
And of course, like I said, the reference materials and the books are also there to guide you
Okay.
how to begin your journey.
Okay, everything is available. All the
Everything is
materials are
available.
available through online also. We can ask that.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's really nice, because if people they really wanted to do their further courses with that, they should be get benefited through our conversations over the interaction with Tom TV. So they should get the benefit on that. So talking about the script writing for the serials for TV and for the movies. So what is the difference between that two scripts?
Movies, it's going to be a 2-hour long film, right? So the
Okay.
scripts are usually longer. It goes to around 90 to 100 pages, 120 pages.
Okay.
And episodes as such depend on whether you're writing a half an hour episode or a 1 hour episode. A 1 hour episode is usually 45 minutes in length,
Okay.
with commercial breaks added in between.
Okay.
And a half an hour episode is around 22 minutes in length. So, and every show, and if you're joining a new show, then obviously that show has a format going on. So you'll have to write according to that format, It depends whether you're writing a thriller or a comedy or a drama. So
Okay.
everything comes with its own thing.
Okay.
I would say in movies you have a little more freedom because you can explore a lot more stuff. Length is not an issue. And I think in books you have the maximum freedom because you can just go wild.
Okay.
Yeah.
As per your wish, as per your choice.
As per your choice. Yes.
So you are using all those types of, the freedoms.
Yes.
It's really nice. And what is the charm of being a novelist and the script writer, according to you?
The charm of being a novelist or script writing is the creating itself. When you see your work out there and you see people appreciating it. And more than the appreciation is the fact that you have actually made something which is going to last, So you have made something that you're proud of.
Okay.
You have literally created something.
Okay.
I think that's the biggest pride.
Okay.
So appreciation, publishing, screening, it all comes later. The first thing is that you were able to create something and you were able to complete the journey of that thing. So
Okay.
every story that you put out there is an achievement in itself.
Okay.
So that's the charm of it.
Yes. And do you find any challenges, any issues, any problem when you pursuing your courses or anything you have, started with your journey?
It's definitely challenging to be a writer because everything is unpredictable. So you don't know if your next story is going to be as good as your previous story. You don't know if you will be facing writer's block. You don't know how people will like it even if you complete this thing. Even when you're writing an episode, there's feedback. There's feedback from the channel. There's feedback from the producers that you have to take into account. So it is definitely a challenge in itself to take into mind all these factors, your insecurities, and still go ahead with it.
Okay. So as you have to extract all the creativities, and also how can you enhance, how can you, get into that particular field to get more creativities? What practice, what
You
certain
should write
things?
every day. I'm just going to talk about writing.
Okay.
Writing I field ne. So
write more so that you can. It's a kind of practice which you can get into the perfection.
And don't be afraid. Like, don't be afraid of failing. Don't be afraid of writing badly, because that's the biggest fear which holds us back. I've met so many people who wanted to write, who say that, you know what, I want to write a book on this someday. So someday never comes, you know, because in their heads they're like, no, I'm not ready right now. You will never be ready till you start. So I would say just start writing. It doesn't matter if it's bad, if it's good, you know, if it's ugly, because you will only get better. Writing is an art as well as a craft. If you, the more you practice, the more you learn, the better it will get. But you have to start. Don't be afraid of starting and failing, or you know whatever comes later. That.
So do you have any favorable timing, favorable ambience, favorable, you know, areas where you can be little more focused to create your, you know, creativities?
I get daily routine the unpredictable. So whenever I get time, so if I have a meeting in the afternoon, I will write in the morning. And I'll wake up early in the morning because I do want to write, you know, and I do have deadlines. If I have a meetings in the mornings, then after I get back, I have a cup of coffee and then I sit down to write again. So routine is flexible. So, but I do try to wake up early, because personally for me, if I wake up early, say around 5:30 or 6 o'clock, there's no distraction around me. And I tend to get more work done. So that's a daily habit I have.
That's nice. And see, being from Northeast, Imphal, the first reaction when you contact with Bombay people there, nangi reaction, nangi how people treated you, how was your, you know, that particular exposures with them?
Honestly, nobody really cared where I was from. There's always the formality of question, ki where are you from, and you say Manipur, and they're like, oh, okay, nice, you know. But the only thing which matters in this industry is how good you are at what you do. So they don't really care where you are from, or you know, as long as you're good, you will get work. So there has never been any separate treatment or discrimination against me.
It's really focused on the particular work, the art and the particular things which you presented. So this really means a lot, where, you know, at times in certain professions and all, where the, you know, the problem, the issues, the challenges, the you know, where their talents, the skills has been, you know, at times making into some, you know, going haywire. So, you know, like in this field, as you have said, you know, like you don't have any of the inconveniences or the problem. It's really nice. It's really, you know, blessed that, you know, like people should actually, if they have the skills and talent, they should extract and explore. So what would be your message, Manipur society sida? What would be your message towards the society for bringing up the upliftment, society uplift on about chokhat thorangi maramda kari message pe as a script writer?
As a script writer, I would say ki if there's an issue you feel about, you know, and if there's an issue you want to explore, then go for it. And if for the young students especially, like at this point, don't worry about things like, you know, ki professional prospects and stability, because if your passion is not fitting there, you will not be happy. So I would say give your passion a shot, because the more artists we have out there, the more people, and not just artists, like even if your passion is engineering and you want to be an engineer, go for it, no matter what the setbacks are. Because I feel all of us have a story to tell, and all of us have something to contribute to society. But for that, we first need to be happy and satisfied as individuals. If I'm not satisfied with myself, then how can I give back to society?
You should get your own satisfaction first, so that you can serve people.
Absolutely, because then you will be your best self.
Yes, that's really nice. Thank you so much. Akhoi Tom TV da tanglo mitam kai thokpi dana akhoi gi damakta Tom TV da lakpi be damakta akhoi gi kenobu han han thaga chaw phongdok sari akhoi Tom TV ki site tagi a small gift.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. So this is how we have a conversation with our special guest, special personality, Irengbam Debashis Miyamgi Damukta. Thank you so much for watching Tom TV.